Have you ever wondered how we learn best? Is it from reading textbooks or perhaps from listening to lectures? Or does the most profound learning occur when we dive in and get our hands dirty? Welcome to the world of experiential learning, a cornerstone of process facilitation. This approach to learning emphasizes the importance of active engagement over passive knowledge acquisition. So, what exactly is experiential learning? At its heart, it's about learning by doing. It's not merely absorbing information from textbooks or lectures. It's about immersing oneself in experiences, reflecting on them, and extracting meaningful insights. Picture this. Instead of reading about how to ride a bicycle, you actually get on and start pedaling. You might tumble a few times, but each fall teaches you something new. Before you know it, you're cruising down the street with the wind in your hair. That's experiential learning. This approach forms a learning spiral, a cyclical process that comprises four key elements. These elements are tangible experiences, observation and analysis, generalization and conceptualization, and new behavior and applications. First, engage in hands-on activities that allow direct interaction with the subject matter. This fosters a deeper understanding and connection with the learning process. Then, observe and analyze the experience, identifying patterns and making sense of the situation. From this reflection, draw abstract concepts and principles. This elevates the learning beyond the specific experience and enables the development of generalizable knowledge. Finally, apply this newfound knowledge to new situations. This practical implementation reinforces the learning and allows for effective application in real-world contexts. Experiential learning fosters active participation, critical thinking, and deep reflection, leading to a more profound grasp of concepts and skills. It encourages individuals to take ownership of their learning journey, making them engaged and invested in the process. In the realm of process facilitation, experiential learning proves invaluable. Facilitators can design engaging activities that encourage active participation, reflection, and guide participants towards meaningful learning outcomes. So instead of just reading or listening, experiential learning encourages us to immerse ourselves in the experience and extract meaningful insights from it. The first step of the learning spiral is the tangible experience. Imagine being at the base of a mountain, about to embark on a hiking adventure. You've read about hiking, studied maps, even watched videos, but until you lace up your boots, feel the gravel beneath your feet, and start the uphill climb, you can't fully grasp the reality of the experience. This is the essence of the tangible experience in experiential learning. Engaging in hands-on activities allows for direct interaction with the subject matter. It's not just about reading a manual about how to build a birdhouse. It involves picking up the hammer, feeling the weight of it in your hands, hearing the sound of the nail driving into the wood and seeing the structure take form. This direct interaction is what sets the stage for deeper understanding and connection with the learning process. Think about how a child learns. They don't merely sit and listen to instructions. They explore, they touch, they play, they immerse themselves in the world around them, learning through direct experience. This is the concept of tangible experience being transferred to a broader scope of learning. In the context of process facilitation, this could mean engaging in role plays, group activities, or simulations. It's about creating a safe space where participants can dive into the experience, make mistakes, and learn from them. This hands-on approach is not just about doing for the sake of doing. It's about fostering a deeper understanding of the intricacies and nuances of the subject matter. It's important to understand that the tangible experience is not an isolated event. It's the beginning of a journey, the first step on the learning spiral. It's the starting point from which we begin to reflect, analyze, and extract meaningful insights. It lays the groundwork for subsequent stages of learning, setting the stage for observation, analysis, generalization, and application. And so, the tangible experience is where we dive in, get our hands dirty, and start the learning process. It's where we take the first step on our journey up the learning spiral, ready to explore, discover, and grow. After we've had our hands-on experience, it's time for the second step in the learning spiral, observation and analysis. You see, experiential learning isn't just about doing, it's about reflecting on what we've done and understanding the why and how of it all. This is where observation and analysis come into play. It's a critical phase where we delve deep into our experiences, dissecting them to understand their intricacies and implications. We start by observing. We take a step back and look at our experiences from a broader perspective. We ask ourselves, what happened during the activity? What were the actions and reactions? What were the outcomes? We make a conscious effort to remember and note down these observations as they form the foundation for our analysis. Next, we analyze. We scrutinize our observations, looking for patterns, inconsistencies, or surprising outcomes. We reflect on our actions and their results, probing deeper to understand the underlying mechanisms. This is akin to peeling an onion, layer by layer, until we reach the core. Now, you might wonder, why all this scrutiny? Why not just enjoy the experience and move on? Well, the answer lies in the power of reflection. Reflection acts as a mirror, allowing us to see our actions and their impacts more clearly. It helps us make sense of our experiences, understand their significance, and extract meaningful lessons. For instance, let's say you've baked a cake for the first time. You followed the recipe, mixed the ingredients, and baked it, but the cake didn't turn out as expected. So you start reflecting. You recall your actions, analyze your steps, and realize that you missed adding baking powder. This reflective analysis not only helps you understand where you went wrong, but also guides you to improve in the future. In a nutshell, observation and analysis are about unearthing the hidden gems in our experiences. They are about turning our experiences into valuable lessons that can guide us in our learning journey. This is where we make sense of our experiences and begin to draw valuable lessons from them. From our observations and analysis, we move to the third step in the learning spiral: generalization and conceptualizing. The beauty of experiential learning lies in its ability to elevate our understanding beyond the confines of a specific experience. This is where generalization and conceptualizing come into play. But what does this mean exactly? Well, let's delve into it. Imagine you've just cooked a meal for the first time. You've followed a recipe, measured ingredients, and observed the changes as heat was applied. You have directly experienced the process, observed and analyzed it. But to generalize and conceptualize, you need to take a step back. You need to extract the principles that aren't tied to this specific meal, but apply to cooking as a whole. This might include recognizing the importance of accurate measurements, understanding how different cooking methods affect ingredients, or realizing the role of seasoning in enhancing flavors. These are abstract concepts that you've derived from your hands-on experience. They are not just about that one meal. They are principles that can guide you in any cooking scenario. In the realm of experiential learning, this conceptualization is the bridge that connects a specific experience to a broader context. It's about making sense of our experiences in a way that transcends the immediate and specific. It's about finding patterns, drawing parallels, and formulating principles that we can carry forward into new situations. This step is crucial for our growth as learners. It enables us to develop a reservoir of knowledge that is not tied to any particular experience but can be applied universally. It's about building a toolkit of understanding that we can draw from in various contexts, enhancing our ability to adapt and learn from new experiences. And so, through generalization and conceptualization, we are not just passive recipients of experiences, we become active constructors of knowledge, shaping our understanding of the world around us. We take the raw material of our experiences and transform it into a structured body of knowledge that can guide us in future endeavors. This is where we take our specific experiences and turn them into general knowledge that can be applied in various situations. Finally, we arrive at the fourth and last step of the learning spiral: new behavior and applications. This is the stage where the rubber meets the road. By this point, our minds have been enriched with hands-on experiences, careful analysis, and the formulation of abstract concepts. Now it's time to put theory into practice. What does this look like in real terms? Well, it could be as simple as applying a mathematical concept to solve a practical problem, or using a newly learned communication technique in a real-life conversation. It could also be more complex, like leveraging a new understanding of environmental science to design a sustainable solution. But regardless of the context, the goal remains the same: to reinforce the learning by applying it in new situations. This practical implementation not only deepens our understanding, but also makes our learning truly meaningful. This is where we take our new knowledge and apply it to real-world situations, reinforcing our learning and making it truly meaningful. So there you have it, the power of experiential learning encapsulated in the learning spiral. This intriguing, immersive approach to learning is not just a teaching method, it's a philosophy. a philosophy that empowers you to learn, grow, adapt, and navigate the dynamic, ever-changing world around you. We began our journey with the tangible experience, diving headfirst into hands-on activities and forging a deeper connection with our subject matter. We then moved on to observation and analysis, where we scrutinized our experiences, making sense of the nuances and extracting valuable lessons. From there, we ventured into the realm of generalization and conceptualizing, drawing abstract concepts and principles from our reflective analysis. And finally, we explored new behavior and applications, applying our newfound knowledge and skills in new, real-world contexts. Experiential learning fosters active participation, critical thinking, and deep reflection, leading to a more profound understanding of concepts and skills. With experiential learning, we're not just passive recipients of information. We're active participants in our own learning journey,